Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Well, Bitcoin continues to slide. We haven't really seen any larger volatility during the weekly candle close. You could argue that Bitcoin made or fulfilled that breakout of the triangle there that we see on the screen to the downside overnight, but to be honest, we didn't really see any impulsive move following that. That would be important. I mean, maybe this was a breakout and a retest, and now we should see a move, but we don't see any volume, so I'm a bit skeptical about that with these triangles. The thing is, you can always extend them a little bit. You never really know until the previous swing low is broken or the swing high, right? So that's where we are at the moment. I'm still waiting here for lower lows. That is, at least in my opinion, the most reasonable expectation, while being open to a possible breakout to the upside. That can happen. As I told you, with this bullish count, there is a possibility that a bullish count is unfolding here in a 1-2, and then here as well. You know, we would be in the wave 3 now, but the problem is what has happened here is not very reliable anymore. Yeah, so this green count over the weekend, it has lost a little bit in reliability. It would mean that we would here have another 1-2 setup with wave 2 just sliding sideways. And yeah, if this is supposed to become something, it really needs to start moving now. But my primary count is still actually that the wave 5, which would ideally end the bear market, unfolded as an ABC pattern in an ending diagonal A, B, C, and that the C wave consists obviously of 5 waves in white, that we are now in the third wave and that we're waiting for a breakdown, and the target for the third wave would be around 17k, maybe a little bit higher, and that would also be in line with the breakout of the triangle. Of course, you know, this bullish count cannot be dismissed. It is possible, provided that we are holding this green, well no, actually we need to hold the low, so that we are holding here the 18.5k level. Then would the bullish count is still possible, and then we would it would lead to around 20.7k to the upside. That would be an ideal target for that green count, the first larger wave to the upside here after the initial 1-2 setup. So basically the wave 3 should take us to around 20.7k. But again, I won't really, or we need to break above 19.5k for that initially, then take out the 19.9k level and then 20.1 or 20.2. These are the key resistance levels here. And yeah, other than that, we're just waiting for the breakout to the downside. There was another count I showed you in the previous video. I find that quite painful though. This count, it would mean we had a very long wave 1, a wave 2, which, okay, is very shallow anyway in this scenario as well. There is no rule that would dismiss a shallow wave 2. So basically it would mean we had our wave 1 come down from here, then the wave 2, then a short wave 3. I already don't like the idea. And then a wave 4 unfolding as a triangle, and then the wave 5. But the wave 5 also needs to be quite short to not make or to not let wave 3 be the shortest wave. So yeah, it's a good point someone made there. It could possibly take us to new lows, but it would be less bearish than the other option. However, I don't really like the count. It feels a bit out of shape, so I'm gonna take that out for now, but we keep it here on the sidelines. But yeah, this is where we are. Still sideways movement. I would nearly say my hope is that we see here a little bit of movement, at least today, in anticipation of the stock market opening, or at least when the US stock market opens, because this sideways movement is always boring. For some interesting altcoins, we definitely come into interesting price ranges now where a reversal is possible. Here for Bitcoin, we're just hovering sideways. It is possible though, and I said that Bitcoin has already made its low, and that we maybe get some kind of a truncated low here. You know, something that would be in favor of that bullish count here, which would mean a breakout here. That would be the weekly RSI and the weekly MACD. Because if we take a look at them, and they are quite meaningful to be honest, if we take a look at the weekly, you can see that there is some bullish momentum around the weekly MACD. Can't really ignore that. And we actually have made a lower low on the price whilst making a higher low on the RSI, yeah, which is a weekly bullish divergence on the RSI. And also we have here a bullish crossover in place. Actually, we've had this in place since the 18th of July. Now, this doesn't need to play out immediately, but also can't really ignore it because we've had a bearish crossover in place since April and now a bullish one since July. And we seem to be retesting it from above, which is at least not too bearish. So it's just something to keep an eye on. The 4-day also is losing bullish momentum, but it's nearly flattening out here. And one that is usually very relevant is the 2-week chart. Now on the 2-week, as you can see, we are constantly reducing negative momentum. And also here, you know, we have that bullish divergence in place. Ideally though, would be to make maybe one more low on the price chart and then a higher low on the 2-week or the weekly RSI. That would be even better confirmation that here something is turning around. It's just something, you know, that doesn't look too bad actually and definitely looks interesting. Other than that, we just need the price to play out and move, you know, and ideally I think it would be actually good for the chart to make a low here in the region between 14 and 16K and then finally move up. But I mentioned before, because a lot of the interesting crypto charts, like, you know, we talked about ETH, Aave, Metis and so on, they are possibly bottoming out and they are potentially really then moving up. With Bitcoin then going down would be a bit of an unrealistic expectation. But again, there is a case to be made that Bitcoin has bottomed, but then we would need to see evidence first above 20.2K. And then, as I said in previous videos, the 22.1K level is an important, let's say, threshold to flip from bearish to bullish. If we just go above 20.2K, it would just be a corrective rally in my opinion. But above 22.1, we have to take a really, really bullish scenario again, more seriously. Okay, and that's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.